Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily and welcome to a very gloomy writing vlog apparently. Hopefully it'll brighten up by the end of the month. Today is Wednesday, April 16th. I have a tentative goal of writing 50,000 words this month. Very tentative. I'm at about 20k, which is not terribly behind. I also simultaneously have like 5 projects, but I'm mainly working on one. I'm trying to kind of be smart. Kinda. The current things I have going on is Thistle, my epic fantasy, possibly lit RPG book. A new thing that I started that I don't even have a project name for. I started last month. We're not even gonna talk about it. It's an epic fantasy. Wildcats, which is my YA science fiction that I also started last month. I wasn't gonna start it, but I did because I have no self-control. I have Project Monster, which is an adult science fiction, might have some lit RPG elements, absolutely no idea. I'm really looking forward to that one, but I haven't written it recently within the last couple weeks. And mainly Project Unicorn, which is a standalone fairy tale fantasy romance. And that is the thing I am trying to finish this month. I've written 19,500 words on it this month. It's at about 35,000 words. It's kind of shorter than I thought it was gonna be. Currently. Never discount how long a book might be until you're actually writing the end on it after developmental edits. But I have at least 2 sections that I know need to happen. We are definitely past the midpoint of the book. There needs to be one set of scenes that kind of pushes the character into the final level of character development that get him into the right space to go in to the climax of the book. So we just got that one set of scenes, which might be a long set of scenes, couldn't tell you. But we got that, and then we got the climax of the book. And the resolution actually might be kind of long. Well, for a book this size, the resolution might be 1 to 2 chapters, and I've only got 12 chapters right now. And some of them are short in the beginning, and I might have to combine them because I don't really know what I'm doing with this book. The first thing I think that I might do is go back and in chapters 3 or 4 or something like that, I had a scene that I put in brackets, and it seems like now that I know the characters a bit more, I think I can go back and fill that in, and any little context that I come up with earlier in the book is going to help me continue to write it on later. So I'll probably go back and do that first, but I also just might continue on with the scene before the finale, or the set of scenes before the finale. Basically, I don't know. I only have a goal of 40,000 words for this book. It was originally 60,000. I realized it was going to be shorter, so it's now 40,000. I would kind of like it to get up to 50 or 60k so that I could actually market it as a novel instead of a novella. I'm not going to force any plot lines into it just for that, but in the back of my brain, I'm like, thank goodness I came up with a good plot point between now and the end of the story, because I don't think it should be quite this short. There were some developmental edits that are going to happen. I already know that I need more flashbacks and more sets of scenes that make the motivation for a character we never meet come to light. We meet her only through flashbacks, basically. So yeah, I have absolutely no idea how long this book is gonna be, but I am thrilled beyond belief, genuinely, that this did not accidentally turn into another 124,000 word book. Looking at you, Wind and Wild. This is turning out the way I wanted, which was a short, atmospheric, little fairy tale, as far as books go. So yeah, that's where we're at. I've been trying to catch up on some other things because when I get in the writing zone, I don't really do anything else. Including the stuff I'm supposed to be keeping track of, or keeping up to date on. So I'm gonna have to do some stuff this week. I wouldn't be terribly surprised if I spend the next few days just writing a little bit on Unicorn, but trying to catch up with everything I have to do this month, so maybe I can spend the next week or so not worrying about anything else. We'll see. So yeah, I'm trying not to veer into any of my other projects until I finish this, because this is the priority, but I might. I literally worked on 5 projects last month. Welcome to the vlog of can Emily have self-control and finish her current work in progress before veering into the others. Who knows? Certainly not me. It's iffy. Did I do much writing over the last 2 days? No. did I finish the Hollow Knight fan art that I started earlier in the month? Yes. Here it is. I'm thrilled with how it turned out. Somehow, I keep adding purple into most anything I illustrate, and what can I say? It looks great. So I only did 200 words yesterday and 200 words the day before that because I took a look at this chapter. I took a look at this chapter, and what I did was I skipped the fighting scene. I pasted in the end of the fight scene from like the old draft with just a note that said, "Old draft, fix this." I skipped the aftermath of the fight scene and just ended the chapter with a note in brackets that said, "End this better," and went on to the next chapter. Well, thank you so much, past Emily. Like, the fight scene was mostly there. I did skip parts of it, but the first two things, the skipping the fight scene and pasting the old draft in there, were actually very easy to fix, and I fixed that with the 200 words I wrote the last 2 days. But I now basically have to write a whole scene that is the aftermath of the fight scene, and that wraps up the chapter. I might as well do that now. Not that many days left in the month, somehow, including today. Oh, there's only 13 days. I'm gonna have to zoom, because I want to finish this month. Not gonna force it, but, like, buckle down, lock in, zoom. 34,580 words in this book. I think I'll probably get to 35,000 when I finish this scene. So we're definitely gonna get past 40,000. We'll see if we get up to 60. My goal for this month was 50K, and that's another 30,000 words, but honestly, I don't even know if this book is gonna be another 30,000 words. If it's not, I'll either lower my goal or, you know, pick up one of my other 12 projects that I have currently ongoing, because I'm insane. We're gonna not drag this clip out unnecessarily, and I have a few things to do today, but I'm gonna fix this chapter today, so help me. Well, had a pretty good writing weekend. It's Monday, April 21st. I woke up on Saturday and I was like, I should give myself a little writing challenge. I hadn't written anything on Unicorn Substantial or anything substantial for like a week. I think I wrote like 500 words over the course of the previous week. And I got up on Saturday and said I should have a goal to do 4,000 words on Saturday and 4,000 words on Sunday and kind of get through this section of the story that is the chunk before the climax of the book. And I had a very vague idea of what that was going to look like. It ended up not looking anything like I thought it was going to, but that's fine because story progression via exploration and character bonding is, to me, better than character plot development via fight scenes. That sentence started off well and ended kind of silly. So I wanted to do 4K each day, total of 8,000. Ended up with 11,500. On Saturday, I was doing all 20-minute writing sprints in one of my Discord groups. On Saturday, I did 8 sprints that added up to 2 hours and 40 minutes and wrote 5,200 words. Best sprint was 800 words in 20 minutes. I did a couple of them. Then on Sunday, I started off going, maybe I'll just try to get to 2K because I wasn't really feeling it. At some point in the afternoon, that changed. I did 10 sprints, added up to about 3 hours and 20 minutes, and wrote 6,300 words. Multiple 800-word sprints. I did a little graph again. It's very cute. Total time actually spent writing was 6 hours over those 2 days and 11,500 words in total. I take a lot of breaks between writing sprints. You know, sometimes I'll do a couple 20-minute sprints in a row and then not do any writing for an hour, you know, so it's not, I can't do consecutive sprints. Just, you know, if I sat down for 6 hours in one day, I would not come out with 11,500 words. But that was unusual. That's a lot of writing. That was also, that 6,300 words yesterday was also best writing day of the year by over 1,000 words. I think this book will hit 60K, and I'm pleased about that because that's reasonable. It's 46,800 words right now. This book is a hot mess. I can already tell there's some fairly significant things that need to get like patched in. I'm almost considering, before I write the very end, going back and skimming the last 40-something thousand words and trying to at least roughly get everything down on page so that I don't finish it and then think I need to rewrite it. Because the ending of the book is the most emotionally satisfying part, and I want to like save that as a reward, you know, for getting all the crap done before that. So I'm kind of thinking I could still write the climax of the book, and the resolution is the most satisfying part. I could write the last fight scene of the book and then go back and patch stuff in, and then I don't know. I'm gonna look at it today and try to kind of patch stuff in. And if I can't bring myself to do it, I'll continue drafting. I came across, this is why I like discovery writing. I vaguely knew the bad guy's motivations, and I vaguely knew the answer to the mysteries and the questions that needed to be unraveled. Vaguely. Enough that I could write it. I didn't really know the details. As I was writing, I figured out the details, and it's always a very satisfying moment when you're like, that's the smart thing I needed to come up with. It is Monday, so I need to do my to-do list for the week, but honestly, I'm probably going to end up focusing fully on writing and pushing everything else to the side again. And, you know, if I happen to have a couple more writing days like this, I will be finishing off the book this week. Don't know if that'll happen. You know, I know exactly where I'm going from this point. Almost exactly. Enough that, you know, I can discovery write my way through it. But, you know, I'd be surprised if I just crashed and burned right now. It's kind of weird. This book just came out of nowhere. I thought it up one day and thought about it for like 6 months, and I'm just writing it mostly off the top of my head with very little details all of a sudden, and I don't think I can remember most of what I wrote. I should go back and skim. Yeah. It's Wednesday, April 23rd. Who's driving in? Well, on Monday, I completely ignored my... Who is that? Haven't the slightest idea. I completely ignored my plans to write. And I spent all day on the Assassin cover, and it is coming along. Let me tell you. This cover came together really easily, and I'm suspicious about it. It's weird when art projects come together really well. It's weird when anything comes together really well, you know, but... And then yesterday I was doing other stuff all day, running errands, but I wrote a number of words. I wrote 1,200 words on Unicorn. I did not go back through and start filling in scenes. I'm gonna give that a shot today, unless I get derailed by artwork. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm probably just gonna keep writing the end of the book. I am actually like ahead of schedule, even if this needs a big developmental edit. When am I booked with Natalia? I've already come to the conclusion I cannot publish this book this year, or kickstart this book this year. Oh, gosh. This whole process with Merrick and R. Donnelly has taken, the printer, has taken just longer than I could have ever imagined it would, and I don't even know if August is late enough in the year to publish The Wind in the Wild now. I hope so, because I need at least like a month of buffer time between the fulfillment being done and publication date, because I need to do arcs, and this is publication. I need to do things, and I honestly don't know if fulfillment will be done by the end of June. No idea. I really don't know. I could really go off about this, but I'm not going to, because it does nobody any good. I'm just frustrated. So I'm not even gonna get to kickstarting Assassin until probably, I don't know, maybe July. I don't know. So I can't publish Unicorn this year anyway, or kickstart it this year. So there's no space in which to do it. Because even if the Assassin campaign went really well and fulfilled really quickly somehow by some miracle, that clearly was not gonna happen. Like October, November, December, not good months to run a campaign. So if I ran the campaign in July, you'd have like August and September are the only remaining 2 good months of the year. There's no time. It's really quite annoying that like October, November, December, and January, there's a whole third of the year that you know, unless you're a big name that doesn't lean on Kickstarter's algorithm at all, or you're a really niche topic or something, October could work, but it's just, there's no time for anything other than Assassin this year and publishing The Wind in the Wild. My editing spot with Natalia is October 20th. I do have myself on the wait list for earlier, but that was when I was thinking maybe I could publish, kickstart it this year. I can't talk today. That was when I was thinking maybe I could kickstart it in like September, so I could get it, and it's not gonna happen. Everything takes so much time. But yeah, anyway, that gives me May, June, July, August, and September just to edit this book, Unicorn. So I have plenty of time. It's a short book too. I have like more time than I technically need, and then the soonest I could kickstart it is February. It's so weird trying to plan out publishing stuff, because you go, well, February is a whole 10 months away. It's like almost a year away from now. Does it really need that long? But then you look at the calendar and you're like, yeah, apparently. I did not mean to sound this frustrated and annoyed when I started this clip. But I started breaking down stuff, and now I'm like, although I will show you, I did get some cool stuff in. So, for The Wind in the Wild, everybody who backed at a physical level, the art prints came in. Gets one of these art prints. They're so cute. This piece came out so well. I have no idea, like, who made that? Me? Ugh. And then for people who did the book box level, there's character art, and I have these little recipes in the back of the book, but I got them like printed out on some like linen type paper. That's kind of like those recipe cards that people used to make a lot, that I have a ton of downstairs. Apparently the slipcase proof for The Wind in the Wild is finally going to ship out today. Apparently. Okay. This clip turned out to be too long for what I was expecting. Alright, I'm done talking. Just be quiet. This will be a short update because I don't have that much to say, and also my camera's at 4%. It's Monday, April 28th. Yesterday I did no writing, but I finished the book cover for Assassin. No, I'm not showing you yet. On Saturday I wrote 1,400 words, and Friday I wrote 2,500 words on Unicorn. I now just have the ending resolution to write, which should be easy within the next 3 days. I feel like I should have more to say about that, but I don't, and my camera is already dropping rapidly, so I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll see if I finish this thing. Where did the sun go? It was warm yesterday. It is Wednesday, April 30th. I have not quite finished the book yet, but that's what I'm gonna do today, unless something ridiculous happens. I wrote 1,000 words of it on Monday and 1,700 words of it yesterday. The only reason I'm slow is because I can feel that there's something like smart I need to do with the ending, and I'm just getting to it slowly. But I did write the kiss scene yesterday. It was very cute. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm gonna do today. But I did get finally the slipcase for the Wind in the Wild special edition. It's lovely. It's very thick. Like, I thought it was gonna be cheap, crappy. Well, not crappy, but like, it cost me a couple bucks a piece to make, and I thought I didn't know it was gonna be so heavy duty, and it looks very nice. I love this thing. I now want to do slipcases for everything. I want the sun to come out. I love these sprayed edges. These are my favorite thing. I keep looking at them. I have very, very little left to do on Unicorn, I believe. It might be as little as 1,000 words. Won't quite get to 60,000 on this draft. Time to finish a book. It's Friday, May 2nd. I'm gonna bitch about something before we talk about the writing. So, you know, I said I had a few little tweaks I wanted to the slipcase. It's a good thing that the little tweaks that I wanted were like things that literally nobody else is going to notice. Because I emailed Merrick back. Yeah, I talked to Merrick for the printer. I emailed them back with like, here's the new file for the changes, and the poor woman who's working as the middleman here is like, I'm so sorry, I had no idea this was gonna happen, but they already just printed all the slipcases and they're on the damn boat. I have no idea what happened here. Clearly the printer is kind of an idiot, because I don't know why they sent me the proof if they were just already printing them. Like, I could throw a fit about it, because technically they have no argument against why they should not have done that. But again, you know, they look beautiful. The little tiny things that I wanted to change, they're not big enough, because if I do throw a fit and manage to get them to reprint all of them, it's just gonna delay fulfillment. I'm doing like 3 things at once. It's just gonna delay fulfillment even more. And there's no reason to delay fulfillment even more when these already look beautiful, and the things that I'm feeling about are literally things that nobody else is going to notice. I just have no idea why they did that, and it pisses me off. And I don't know how to feel about this printer at all at this point. Will I probably end up using them again? Yeah, and I'll just absolutely... I'm gonna go directly to the printer next time so I can directly tell them, do not print anything until I have given you approval. I don't know what happened. I don't know if there was some sort of miscommunication from between the 3 parties. I don't know what happened, but they are lucky, and I'm very lucky, that there was no actual problem with this slipcase. But in good news, I finished my book. I ended up writing 44,700 words this month. Not bad at all. What's today? Friday? I finished it on Wednesday. I actually did finish it on the last day of the month. I wrote 1,700 words on Tuesday. I think I told you that. And on Wednesday, I wrote 2,000 words. And finished it off. And it's pretty good. I mean, it is rough. It's really rough, but I think it's mostly all there to the point where I was gonna go back and look at it and fill some stuff in, but there's actually not much to fill in. There's gonna be some things to fill in when I actually edit it. Like, the book is 59,257 words right now. That's kind of hilarious. It's right under 60,000, and I'm so sure that once I edit the thing, it'll get to 60,000, which is nice. I'm just gonna put it away for a month. Or maybe 2 months. I don't know. I kind of want to put it down until I draft either Thistle or Wildcats. I don't know. I haven't decided. So yeah, I finished a book, most of it this month, which is kind of weird. The power of reasonably lengthed novels. I'm not really that mad about this. I just, once I talk about it for a minute, I'm just like, what the? No swearing on the channel. Like, it's all fine. It's fine. But... guys. So yeah, I was very pleased with myself on Wednesday when I finished the book. I wrote like 100 words on Thistle yesterday. I'm actually looking forward to getting into that book more. I'm almost 25,000 words into it. So this is probably a little bit of a pissy end to the vlog. Honestly, it is fine. A lot of conflicting emotions happening right now. Might let my brain reset for a couple days, or I might sit down and write something today. No idea. But this is the end of the vlog, so I'm gonna stop. I finished a book! Hooray! Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, giving it a thumbs up and a subscribe really helps out my channel. All the links are in the description. I don't know if I have anything else that I was gonna tell you. If I did, it'll be in the next vlog, and I will see you guys there. Bye!